I'm Dan Fitzpatrick at StockMarketMentor.com on Saturday, June 9th, and we're going to look at the stock that always just seems to be in the news all the time. Yes, Facebook. Here's the thing. This is a difficult stock to be trading when you're looking at it on the daily chart because, you get 3 days down. Look at the pattern, by the way. 3 days down, then the next day up. 3 days down, the next day up, though that was quite a little wiggle, wasn't it? 3 days down, the next day up. Now we just got 1 day down and a day up, but it's not much of a pattern. 3 different times and how many trading days? Big whoop. But if you want to trade this stock, you're going to have a tough time trading it in the daily time frame. Here's how to make it easier. Zoom in to 15 minutes. If you just assume that this is a daily chart, isn't this now pretty clear? We can even get rid of the 200-day moving average because it's a 215 period moving average. Doesn't really interest me, though. You know what? We'll leave this. Let's change this to 40, just because there's 4 15-minute periods in an hour. Look what happens. We get the downtrend. This, you could say, is a key turnaround area right here. We get the zigzags, and then, a key breakout. And then, by the way, isn't this, I think there was like a rumor that Morgan Stanley was buying the snot out of the stock because their CEO was going to be interviewed by Maria Bartiromo after the close. I don't know whether that's true, so please don't quote me on this, though I'm sure I will be anyway and regret having said that. But anyway, that's the rumor that I heard. Nevertheless, by the way, if they did that, they were either selling here or they lost money. But anyway, again, that was a rumor. But the stock had been moving up against this 40-period moving average, finally broke above it, has traded back down to it 2, 3 different times, and it's now in an uptrend. Generally speaking, I mean, it's really, really sloppy. I'm not really going to say higher highs and higher lows because not really looking at this as higher than this because guess what? It's not. But you can see the trend. Look at the moving average is moving higher. So how are you going to trade Facebook? Here's how you trade it. Forget about the daily chart. It really doesn't stinking matter. Not at all. Now, if the stock falls down below this level, then you really got a world of hurt on your hands if you piled in at 2707. I would do this. I would use this right here as a reference for your stops. And members of Stock Market Mentor, I go into a lot of detail on how to place stops on different kinds of charts. I promise you, I'm going to save you money. I'm going to keep you in trades that you need to be in trades and take you out of trades that you need to be out of. That's going to translate into real dollars. Anyway, look. So we got to pull back to the 50-day moving average, 40-period moving average. Now a trickle along it. If your idea is that Facebook is, quote, done going down, then you're going to look at this as solid support. You're going to keep a fairly snug stop right here, take some stock, and anticipate this kind of move. If you start getting a move to the upside, perhaps you take a little bit of stock. Maybe you wait for this kind of zig thing. You got the zig up here. You wait for the next zag. As it starts to move higher, then you take this stop and move it up to below here. Take some more stock and continue doing that. And ultimately, you're going to make the money on Facebook that you lost on it down here. How's that for trading? Okay, that's it for this chart of the day. Members, get over to the weekend update. Actually, pretty extensive video coverage there.